Hello, this is John Stern and Linda Stern is on the camera. We're talking about certain paintings from our collection. This is a very interesting painting to me because it is the first painting I ever bought. My father was an art dealer, and this was in 1962. He went to Europe and met the daughter of this artist. This is the artist Max Streckenbach, who was born in 1863 in Germany and died in 1936 in Germany. But he was very famous for his still lifes, and he would have pretty much remained a German artist, except that in the late 20s and early 1930s, Better Homes and Gardens magazine ran about a dozen of his paintings on their covers. So he became very well known in the United States. I love this painting because it is such an unusual combination of red tomatoes and yellow roses in a blue and white Ming vase. It is well done, very classically done, and it shows a lot of craftsmanship, which I respect a lot. I think drawing is one of the most important things you can do in art, and certainly in our type of art with plein air and representational, and this is an excellent example. Moreover, it has a beautiful sense of light. The light is coming from the left side and is raking across and hitting all the highlights on the vase, on the tomatoes, on the roses, on the leaves. As I said, this is a painting that my father brought back from Europe. He brought back about 24 paintings by Streckenbach, which he bought from the daughter, and I fell in love with this one. So I absolutely had to have it, and he sold it to me for $200 at the time, which was a pretty good sum, but I desperately loved this painting. I still do. It shows up in a lot of family pictures over the years, and it hung in our entry hall for many years. So Max Streckenbach, German artist, but very well known in the United States because of the Better Homes and Gardens cover.
Well, John, this is kind of a shout out to Randy Higby because he put a post on Facebook today showing the first painting that he ever bought and challenged others to show the first paintings they ever bought. Turns out his first painting was a watercolor by Elmer Wachtel, the California artist, and he paid $40 for it. Must have been 50 years ago, though. How old were you when you bought this painting from your dad?
I was about 18 years old.
You were an art lover very early in life. What advice do you give to young people or people of any age to start collecting if they haven't been collecting before?
Well, the most important advice I can tell people is to buy what they like. And if you really get into more than just buying what you like, buy the quality over the name. In this case, the name is very minor, very unknown. Quite a few people do know Streckenbach, but only people that are specialists in the art business. But the quality was exceptional, and it still is. It's a painting that inspires me every time I look at it. Plus, it reminds me of my youth. You know, my father was an art dealer, and George Stern, Louis Stern, and I, the three boys in the family, grew up in the art business. And we all eventually broke off and had our own art galleries. So we had a lot of training when we were young. The house was full of paintings, and the first thing I saw when I opened my eyes every day was all the paintings on the walls. So we grew up in a very European fashion by having lots and lots of art on the walls. But to me, this painting reaches me very deeply, and that's what the best advice I can give people is buy something that you like. It may never be worth anything, or your kids may sell it and make $1 million, but it will enrich your life. And that's the whole point of having art around you, to enrich your life.
that you told me several times that a lot of times people still have the first painting they ever bought, but after that, sometimes they see the mistakes they've made and sell off something they bought later down the road, but somehow that first painting sticks with them.
Yes, I always joke, and actually it's true. We all have our first paintings because there's a strong sentimental value. Then number 2 to number 20 are gone because our taste improves as we buy art and we make mistakes and we learn from our mistakes. But again, I had the head start of being born in an art dealer's family, so I have quite a few of my early paintings. And this is the very first one I ever bought about 1962, and I still think it's one of the best paintings I have.
I think that says something else to people out there, people who are younger than we are and have young families, the importance of collecting art, putting it in your home, and teaching your own children to appreciate beautiful things. And art is really a thing of beauty to have in your home. And they'll always appreciate it because they'll remember that there were paintings, original art in your home. I remember my parents had a lot of wonderful original art growing up in my home. And it sticks with you. It's something you always love. So for you people out there who have young children, start small, buy art from living artists, people like the plein air painters that we know, and put original art that you love on your walls so your children will grow up with it and learn to appreciate it always. And believe me, like John Stern, they will still remember that from their childhood. He describes to me all the time paintings he remembers that his father had on the walls at home when he was just a kid. So that's our lesson for today on art collecting. Here's John to close the session.
There's one more shout out I want to do, and that's to Kevin McPherson, this wonderful painter who complained that I don't dress nicely.
For his art talks.
Hi, Kevin. Hi, Wanda. Hi,
Hi, Kevin. John put on a tie and looks his official art historian just for you.
Just for you.
And another shout out to all of our Jewish friends out there. Chag Sameach, happy Passover. We wish you wonderful times with the family that you have at home. I know a lot of people having Zoom Passover Seders tonight, and enjoy. And we'll see you again soon. And remember, collect art. It really enriches your life, and it's something that you can teach your friends and your family and your children about.
We also have a very special event on Sunday. This is Easter week, so happy Easter to everybody. On Sunday, I have a program where I'm going to show a painting of Easter Sunday, a very wonderful painting. So don't miss that. Don't miss any of our programs.
I know. We follow the holidays. So anyway, best to everybody. Stay safe out there, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.